Alright, so for the second part of this problem, we're told that the botanist wants to increase the number of plants the environment can support. So again, we were told in the beginning that the number of plants the environment can support is variable k. So he basically wants to increase k so that the population of the species will increase more rapidly. So if the botanist's goal is for the plants to increase from 3,000 to 3,000, so from 3,000 to 3,360 plants in 1 year. The question is, how many plants must the modified environment support? So in terms of our variables, basically, if we want it to go from this to this, what does k have to be, right? So let's just plug in what we know. So we actually already know our n next year, right? We know that we want it to be this. So it's going to be 3,360 equal to n of this year, still 3,000. Because we're starting with 3,000, so plus 0.2 times 3,000 times 1 minus 3,000 over k, which we actually don't know, right? Because that's what we're looking for. So once you're here, you're just trying to solve for k. So I think that the setting up was sort of the most conceptually difficult, because from here it's just regular algebraic solving, linear, right? So let's just start by subtracting 3,000 on both sides. So it's going to be 360 is equal to 0.2 times 3,000 times 1 minus 3,000k, right? Let's just go ahead and multiply these together. So 0.2 times 3,000, that's going to be 600. So that's 600 times 1 minus 3,000 over k. From here, we can actually just go ahead and divide both sides by 600. Just do that. Instead of distributing it, I think this would be a little bit easier. So divided by 600, so this 600 cancels out, so you're just left with 360 over 600, which is 0.6. So 0.6 is now equal to 1 minus 3,000 over k. Notice I removed the parentheses. That's totally fine because it's not being multiplied by anything anymore, so they aren't really doing, the parentheses aren't doing much. Here we can subtract 1 from both sides, so we have negative 0.4 is equal to negative 3,000 over k. And let's just scoot over here for the rest of the problem. Let's just multiply, so we'll multiply both sides by k, right? Just get rid of that fraction, get it all in one line, so k cancels out, so you're left with negative 0.4 k is equal to negative 3,000. And finally, if you want to isolate k, just divide by everything that isn't k. So dividing by negative 0.4, it cancels out over here. So you're left with k is equal to negative 3,000 over negative 0.4, which means k is equal to 7,500.